So let's start. So first of all, before we start, I just want to give a disclaimer that this webinar or course, as I would call it, is an initiative of the NWN, Navigating with New Foundation. It is neither sponsored nor funded by any organization that's going to be used for illustration. The examples used in this course are just for illustrative purpose. They are not intended to represent any particular individual, organization, any resemblance or real people, persons, company situation, or and its situations is purely coincidental. The purpose of the examples is to help you understand and apply the concept covered in this course. However, the examples may be relevant or applicable to every situation or content and should not be taken as an absolute or definitive. It is important to use it. So it's just important to just apply the situation or the specific thing that is relevant to you in this particular course to for your own profiting. Let me put it that way. So, what are you going to learn in this particular webinar? First of all, our learning objective is finding a course. The second thing is getting funding. And the third thing that you're learning is how to write a winning proposal. And these are really important things that would be beneficial to everyone. So the first, let's start with the first one, finding a course. Now, as much as it is important to, say you want to, do an online course, you want to participate in to gain a certificate, to do this, do that, you must be able to first of all properly find a course that meets with what you want. Yes. So under the module one, which is finding the course, we'll be talking about the why. And later in the course of this webinar, you would understand why it is important to answer these definite questions. And also in this particular category of this particular model, we're talking about the category of courses that you are likely to see. Then we'll talk about the how and the where. So first of all, let's start with the why. Now, when we talk about the why, we see what exactly is the motivation, behind you seeking for a course. You say you wanted to look for an online course. Is it that you just want to look for this course, just gather as many certificates as possible? Why exactly do you want to find a particular e-course? Now, most times, most of us might want to look for a particular e-course for knowledge. You want to gain knowledge about a particular field. You want to gain knowledge about a particular probably skill or something. The next thing is for skill development. So it's either you want to find this course for the sake of knowledge, you want to find this course for the sake of skill development, you want to find this course for the sake of career advancement, or you just want to explore new interests. And why I'm saying this is because if you are unable to define the reason why you are finding a course, the reason why you are looking for a course, you might not be able to totally appreciate, first of all, it might be difficult to find. Number two, you will not be able to appreciate the course even when you have gotten them. And then also, there is this thing that is common to everyone, where when you start an online course, you just start and you find it very, very difficult, to conclude the course. I don't know whether it's happened to many persons. It's just something that most times you just start and finishing it might be a bit difficult. I feel that before the beginning of the course, if you are able to define your why before the beginning of the course, you would be able to properly appreciate what it is. And also, that would also help you to know whether obtaining a certificate for the course is really important or not. Because there are times where I take particular courses, and the reason why I'm taking this course is not because of the certificates. No, though I might be given a certificate, yes, but why I'm doing is because I actually want to learn how to do such stuff. So I personally, I have now these things are peculiar to me. We are all different. Everybody cannot be me, and I acknowledge that we all have different backgrounds, different areas, and we everything cannot be applied. What I'm saying might not be applicable to you, but I know that there will be similarity of things that would work that would have a similarity. So there are times where I want to learn about, let's say, a particular, let's say I'm a software developer, and I want to learn about a particular um, software or a particular language. And let's say I've started a course about it in a particular platform, and I've started the course, but probably there's something that is not clear in that particular um, um, platform that I'm using, and I want to learn more about it. So I'm going to another platform to learn it. In this case, you see that the why is not because I want to get new certificates. No, it's because I want to develop my skill. At the same time, I want to learn more about what I've learned. So this would help you to know, to be able to properly define whether the objective, your learning objective, at the same time, whether you should opt in for a certificate or not. Now, after talking about the why, I will talk about the category of course that you will likely see. Now, under the category of courses, I'm sure that most of you are thinking about, probably I'll talk about skill development course, knowledge-based course. No, 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 no. Now, under the particular course that you see, under the category of course that you see, we, by virtue of my, my dealing with online courses, I've been able to categorize this, the category of courses into three. And knowing the category of course, this particular courses would help you to be able to know what to find, where to find, and what exactly to do after I find them. So the first I have observed are individually created courses. Now you find these everywhere, and these are not specific to platforms. If you're conversant with platforms, platforms like Coursera, like um, um, Udemy, like LinkedIn Learning, like Edureka, like um, edX, like Abadex, and all these particular courses, all these particular platforms. One of the things you will see that you will see courses that are created by individuals, and most likely these are individuals that are experts in the field. These are individuals that are, we call them most times, they are in the industry professionals. Either you are learning a skill, or you probably want to pick a particular course on a subject matter, or you want to pick a particular course on your career or career advancement. You will see people that have stayed so long in their career that they've gathered enough knowledge that that they are able to share what they have learned over the years with you. So first of all, you see individually created courses. The next you will see are courses that are created by universities. And I don't know if anybody have observed it, but universities specifically, they actually generate courses. And I'm not talking about when you're officially enrolled in the university. I'm not talking about probably you are taking undergraduate, you're taking the graduate course, or you're taking either a doctorate or postdoctorate course. No, they are just courses that are developed by professors, lecturers, or um, by just the university. And why would a university in the first case, in the first instance, why would they want to develop a course? We'll see that first of all, we see that universities can create courses for outreach and community engagement. Most times they create courses for continuing education and professional development. Most times they create courses for revenue generation. Most times for brand building, and most times for innovation and experimentation. So let's say you want to look for a course about let's say Python. Apologies, I'm using the examples I'm conversant with. So let's say you want to get a particular course for Python for healthcare, and probably there's a university that you are more conversant with. You will see that if you go under the university website, you check the tab usually at the footer. When I mean footer, I hope I'll be able to share my browser. I'll show you what I mean by footer. If you check by the footer, you will see where the university will put courses or something on their website. And with that, you be able to access those courses. So if you have a university that you're sure that this university, they have expertise in some particular courses. For instance, I'll choose an example I'm conversant with. Let's say Technical University of Munich, and we know that this particular school, they are good with technological courses. So I want to get probably an industry knowledge. I want to get an advanced knowledge about a particular subject matter in technology. In that instance, I might likely go for schools like that and see, even though I'm not a student of that school, I would see courses that have been developed by them and see how I can profit, how that course can profit me. Are we still here? If you're following, can I see 111 on the chat? Let's see. If you're following, let's see 111. And be sure that we are all following together. Okay, thank you. I can see Amarachi E. Oh, just one person. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, thank you, thank you. I'm seeing. All right, good. So let's continue. And another thing I want to say about this university developed courses is that most times when you get a university developed course, you would discover that most of these courses, they come with like a credit unit. And I hope that I will also be able to share my browser so that we can see how practical this is applicable to us. So you see that they come with units, and how this is very, very important, because most of us ask the question that, okay, I am taking several courses, I am taking several online courses. What is the end result of this online course? What can I do with the certificate? Let's say in instance where you are offered a certificate, what can I do with the certificate? How do I profit with them? So while these university courses are great, it's because if you undertake them and they have, you look at it, look at the course description and see what it has. If they have probably some particular units that accompany them, that particular course, there are things that are certificates that can be tendered even while you're probably want to take your postgraduate, because first of all, it's accredited by the university and it comes with some particular units. So that is why courses like that are really important. And most times, let's say the universities are breaking new ground. They want to, start offering new a particular set of course in the school, and they want to see how people are responding, how people would respond to that course. So in that case, they create an e-course and allow non-students to, to partake in the course and see what their feedback is all about. Are we together? All right. So the next category of course I will talk about is courses that are created by organizations. Now, personally, I have benefited a lot. I mean, a lot from courses that have been created by organizations. And most times, these organizations are usually non-profits. So, why these particular courses are actually great is most times, yeah, though sometimes you can be offered certificates, but most times it gives you an in-depth knowledge on a particular thing you want to learn. And the truth is that these are things you might not be able to find online. Like if you are not a master of the internet, you might not be able to find it online. You might not be able to find. So for you to be able to I would show us how to get this kind of courses and how we can profit from it. So number one, individually created courses. Number two, courses created by universities. And number three, courses that are created by non-profits. Also, I don't know if anybody have observed it. If you are on platforms like Coursera, you would see a particular course and you see where they reference some universities. How many persons have experienced that before? How many of you have seen that before? You're on Coursera. Coursera is an e-learning platform. You know, it's an e-learning platform. You will see the spelling in the course of this webinar. How many of us have seen that before? I want to see. Probably I'm the one that is just um, seeing it. Oh, great, great. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I need more hands. If you know you have seen, good, good. Okay, can we have one more person? Let me be sure. Oh, awesome. So university creates courses, and most times they are not just posted their on their websites. Most times they are hosted even in a third-party website like Coursera, like LinkedIn. If you check LinkedIn Learning, you will see a lot of courses that are hosted by universities, and I find that as a great, it's great because one of the assurance that gives you is that what you are listening to, what you are learning, they're authentic.